Good afternoon, this is Stormcastle, and went to the comic store today, picked up everything. Speaking of the beginning of the month, end of the month, this is 30th of October. Got my Justice League ID card, the blank. Looks just like me, as you can see, completely there. Got the new preview magazine. Inside it is a DC Connect, the King of Lands is back with Aquaman. Don't miss Aquaman #1. Heard some Merman people talk about how it could be a good, decent book. Ultimate Wolverine, the Maker's ultimate weapon. Almost has like a Deadpool coloring to it. Should be interesting to look at. I am interested. I've been enjoying the new Ultimate line. This IDW catalog. Starsky Comic News, Eve of Destruction. So, let's get down to what we got here. We have, we call them Giants. Special order this. Heard about it. It's got a little card signed personally, maybe, by Karen Gillian. Heard some good stuff about this. Laurie wakes up to find the streets empty. Everyone is gone, or at least nearly everyone. She's thrown into a world where she has to scrape by. The ruins of civilization, nearly starving, hiding from gangs when they arrive. We call them Giants. It's a story about communication across a chasm at the end of the world. From the award-winning team behind the dark fantasy smash Die. So, this looked pretty good. So, ended up grabbing a copy of that because that's kind of stuff that Apogee likes. So, let's get into what we got here. This is Green Lantern Dark #1. This is going to be Apogee's book. This character originally appeared in the DC Tangent line that they did at one point with you know the names of the characters, but look at a different reality. I think this is a one-shot just for October because, you know, she speaks to the souls of the dead. But that was a really great character design. Next is Batman, the Brave and the Bold. This has a bit setting up for the ongoing Aquaman book, but it'll probably end up in the end be one of Apogee's books. But I wanted to read it myself. Namor #4. This is one of Apogee's books. Honestly, this has been a good read. I've been reading it. It's fun. I think it's a 6 or 8 issue mini, but it's been really good. If you haven't picked it up, it's worth the read. Uncanny Valley, another one of Apogee's books. Apogee's been really enjoying Uncanny Valley. It's a nice looking cover there. Apparently it's a really solid series, so it's worth taking a look at. Werewolf By Night, the Red Band, #3. They don't charge any more for the Red Band. They just put it on there because they're trying to protect young readers by keeping it sealed. Mostly to get the hype up, but you know, just to add more blood and bloodshed, which honestly in a Werewolf By Night book makes lots of sense. I think there's a Wolverine Red Band. I think that one is charged more because they add an extra couple pages compared to the regular Wolverine. But there's also a Blade, and you know, and honestly, all 3 books lend the idea of being more bloody. Iron Man #1 by Spencer Ackerman. This is the new Iron Man series. I'm interested to see where it's going. It's Legacy number 671. Gotta admit, it looks like he's gonna go back to the basics, real basics, and build up. And hopefully it'll be a good run, especially after the last one. This is my Green Lantern Dark issue. Went for the shiny kind of foilish variant. I think this is the way the character might look in the story. The other one was her original look. I like that shiny kind of look there to it. There you can kind of see the light flickering off it. Amazing Spider-Man #60, Zeb Wells. Legacy number 654. This is, I think, the last Zeb Wells issue. Hopefully it wraps up that Tombstone storyline. I've never really liked Tombstone. I always thought he was, and, you know, I'm hoping that with this issue he's gone. Then we're going to get the 8 deaths or 9 deaths of Spider-Man coming out. And then I think a brand new Spider-Man series, most likely. Phases of the Moonight, number 3. It's a new Moonight, and she looks like a bunny girl, which is kind of weird. But, you know, it's another Moonight on the timeline. Scarlet Witch, number 5, with Daredevil. It's been fairly decent. I mean, the cover's, you know, red and green, kind of weird, sickly green. Could be interesting. You know, Daredevil teaming with Scarlet Witch should be fairly. Space Ghost number 6. I've been enjoying this. Gotta say, it's been a pretty good run so far. The covers have been amazing. The story's been pretty decent. X-Men number 6. Been going along the story. I'm really waiting to hear why Magneto's in a wheelchair, how he lost his powers. It's there. Apparently in this issue, Tempest here finds that Illyana is not as dumb as she pretends to be. But I mean, honestly, remember that she and Kitty were doing like advanced science and math stuff back in the early New Mutants run when they were roommates. Captain America number 14 is J. Michael Straczynski. I understand his run is coming to an end along the series. I feel like this last cavalry story took a while to get there, and he's kind of like lost, petered out. I think this issue or next issue is kind of the end, but you know, it's nice, you know, seeing Thor and Spider-Man with Cap on the cover. It's a good cover. Avengers Symbol number 2, The Haunting of the Red Ghost. It's an Avengers book. I like Avengers. An interesting team. It's got Monica Rambeau on it, so I like Monica on there. You know, they're getting a new costume. They're getting new jackets which match the team. Should be interesting. Avengers number 18 with Storm on there. This is with Doctor Doom starting to make the one world under Doom coming true. It's been a good run so far. It'd be interesting to see what Doctor Doom's ongoing plan is. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 59. Amazing Spider-Man number 59. It's a variant cover to the Disney stuff. That classic X-Men cover with the first time Wolverine, Captain America, and Black Widow on it. They just did a facsimile of that book not that long ago. Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles, The Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution. This is book 3 or 4? Book 3. I'm not a fan of this huge deluxe size they're going with. It's kind of weird fitting boxes. And I enjoyed The Last Ronin, and I enjoyed The Last Ronin 2, but this Re-Evolution has not been so much hitting with me. So, got the Transformers, number 13. One of these is a special cover with Shockwave on the cover. No, maybe. Yeah, with a Shockwave, and we got a Starscream. I kind of liked there, and they're like, you know, to get the special cover, you have to buy the regular cover, so I did that. But I've heard a lot of good stuff about this run of Transformers. Pull this stuff in over here. Sorry, just move the entire stack. So we have Antana Bring Down the House, book 5. One of Apogee's books. Apogee's been enjoying that. I like the cover. Big staring eyes. Poison Ivy, Swamp Thing, Feral Trees is all for the DC All-In. This is one of mine. I like Swamp Thing, so I'm very much interested. I understand it's teasing an ongoing or an upcoming mini with Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing, and that should be interesting. Hellblazer, Dead in America number 10, getting close to the end of the story in the Sandman universe. I really thought this was going to be a 5-issue like the other ones, but they've been really dragging this one along, and I'm going to say the end, but I really do feel like it's dragging is the key. Batman The Long Halloween issue number 2. The Long Halloween, the Last Halloween. This is one of Apache's books. I'm going to take a look at it. Nice cover there. Green Arrow number 17. This is one of Apache's books. Legacy number 350. I think there's an explanation of why Green Arrow betrayed well, I guess there's a reckoning for the Green Arrow betraying everybody in the Absolute series. Death in the Family, Robin Lives number 4. This is what it's all been building up to. I believe this is the last one. You know, it's from the DC Vault, it says. So this has been pretty interesting. Nice House by the Sea, number 4. Apache's been enjoying this. Apogee went back and grabbed a nice house on the lake. Enjoying that. And Detective Comics 1090 is our last book. And I believe this is the one that starts with the Court of Owls book. And Apogee loves the Court of Owls. We need to do a long-form content where Apogee can talk about the Court of Owls. Set of villains, one of the things I loved about the New 52, one of the great bits of storylines. So that's what we got. Got a bunch of stuff to read. Plus got a big pile of stuff we're going to enjoy. And the Stormcastle is saying, you know, if you like this content, if you like it, like what you like, comment on what books you're reading, what books you want to read, what books looked really interesting. If you think this Hellblazer book is going to end sometime soon, and share the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I can always go for the subscribe. And close out on my blank Just League ID card. Anyways, have a good one.